I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. In 1929, when this piano was built, they didn't know what was coming. In October, of course, of 1929, the stock market collapsed and nobody had any money anymore, but they didn't know it yet, and they were still making very nice pianos. This is a Kurtzmann, and they actually did a really nice job building this piano. It was since painted, and this is paint, this is house paint for walls. You can see that it wasn't even taken apart. The person that painted this painted, yeah, and have a look at this. You can see like they didn't take the key slip off or anything, so it's even some of these sharps were painted because nothing was taken apart. And the felt there, which that's really pretty typical. Somebody gets a bee on their bonnet, they want to paint their piano, and so they think that it's going to be just a quick Saturday project, and it probably ends up being just a Saturday project, and the final product looks like it was a Saturday project. Pretty rough. So we're going to be doing a complete restoration on this piano. We're going to restore everything. We're going to refinish. We're going to tear off all of this paint. We're going to find out what the veneer is under there. Let me know in the comments what your guess is, what the veneer is under there. Tell me if you think it's something extraordinary, something average, something boring. Who knows what will be under there? And then we'll be consulting with this client after we've got it stripped to determine what color it will be. So as part of this restoration, we will be, of course, putting a new coat of paint on this plate. We'll be refinishing the soundboard. We'll put a new decal on the soundboard, a replica of what's there. We're going to put all new strings on. We're going to put on new dampers. We're going to put on new hammers and all the components in there. New tuning pins and felt and leather and cloth and bushings and I can't remember what they said. I've got it written down. These are ivory, but they're in quite poor condition, and fairly commonly our clients want us to keep the ivory original, even though it's in poor condition like this, because these are the original ivories that families, their family over the generations have actually played on. I can't remember what they said. We're going to be probably using the same pedals, but we'll replate them, make them look brand new. Same with the casters, we'll make those look brand new. Yeah, you can see paint on this right there. Who knows how long ago that was done. Lots and lots of paint, just kind of glopped all over. Let's listen to it. Actually has a pretty nice tone. Like I said, everybody was desperately poor, but they didn't know it yet when they built this piano. My wife's grandfather, when he lived with us, when he had Alzheimer's, he would tell us stories about how he would eat skunk after the Depression. That's how hungry they were. Skunk and some kind of weeds. I can't remember what it was. What was it? Nettle greens. Skunk and stinging nettles. That's how poor they were. But they were in for a surprise. So, and you know, it's actually, that brings up an interesting point, that there is a surprising difference between pianos that were built in 1929, even 1930-ish, but it's a pretty stark contrast. The pianos that were built after 1930, it's like nobody had any money anymore, and nothing, you don't see extraordinary cabinetry, you don't see high-level anything. They're just kind of, there is still a market there, I guess, there was still some middle class, upper middle class. Of course, there's always wealthy as well, but it was much smaller. Most of the pianos were just massively pared back. But this is right on the cusp, and it still shows the quality of a prosperous, thriving economy. And when it's restored, it's going to be really nice. Yeah, it has good projection. Yeah, you just don't get that tone from pianos a few years later. So, fun project.